Hey guys, welcome back to my channel for another tutorial. So these were super fun to do. Being stuck in the house with this whole COVID-19 thing, these nails gave me life today. So working with neons is always a good time, and especially doing a gradient was super fun. So if this is something that you're into learning how to do, stay tuned. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. And as usual, if you have any questions, comment below. Okay guys, so for this design you are going to need 5 different bright colors of either gel polish, gel paint, whatever it is that you choose to use. Now one thing I would like to ask is if you guys could comment below and let me know what your favorite brand of gel polish is. Currently in my collection I have I think 10 or 11 different brands of gel polishes and maybe 5 or 6 different gel paints, and I would ideally like to start transitioning into using one brand. So I would love if you guys could let me know below what your absolute favorite brand of gel polish is, because I would like to stick with the gel polishes. I just like that, you know, I don't have to use a brush to get them out of the pots. But if you have a favorite brand of gel paint that you prefer over gel polish, I'd love to hear that as well. So moving on, here are the colors that I'm choosing, and of course they're all different brands. So we're going to start with the Madame Glam. So I'm going to use these two here, the Madame Glam Daddy's Girl and Pacific. Now I did not have a neon teal or fuchsia in my collection that I really loved, and I love these two. I absolutely love how they apply, so I'm going to go with these ones. And then I've also got the new one from JOHENS, Color It number 002, and it is that highlighter yellow that I swatched in my haul video, so I'm excited to use that guy. And then I've actually got my old school back from, oh my god, I don't even know how long ago. It's number 01554 something, what does it say? Sometimes a Girl's Gotta Glow. So it's a neon green from Gelish. Honestly, I've had these ones here. I've had the neon collection from Gelish forever. I just don't love it because it takes so many coats generally to apply, and it's really thin, so I'm not a huge fan. Now I haven't tried any of the Gelish polishes, like I haven't purchased any new Gelish ones for years, so if this is a brand that you love, don't forget to post below because I'd love to hear what everyone is using. So that's the one I'm going to use for my green. And then I am going to also use a new one that I got from JOHENS, the cream colored gel. Of course, this is not a gel polish, it is a gel paint in a pot, but it's a beautiful bright pink. So those are the 5 colors of the gels that I'm going to use. Then you're going to want to have some corresponding acrylic powders. So again, I have tons of different acrylics that I've tried, and majority of them in my drawers are custom mixed ones that I have made, but I do have this one here. Again, I don't even know where or when I got it. The name is Mina Beauty Supply. I've had it for ever and ever, but it's just a neon yellow, so I've got a neon yellow to match. I recently got this one from Nail Glamour Supply, so I'm going to try that one. It's a neon pink. And then I've just got these 3 that I had in my drawer that were custom mixed, just to kind of match along with the fuchsia or the magenta, the neon green, and the teal. I think they'll work just fine. So I've got those guys, and then you are going to need a white gel polish or a gel paint, whatever you prefer to do your detail work with on top of matte. So I'm going to go with this one here, the Crystal Nails 3S78. And again, I'm going to use my Crystal Nails little zero short brush, that little detailer brush that I recently found and love. So I'm going to give that one a go on this design as well. And of course, matte top coat. I am using the 2M Beauty one from the Pink Chair, and I love it. And I think that is it. So stay tuned, guys. We're going to get started. Okay guys, so first we're going to start just simply by applying each color to each nail. So I'm going to start with the magenta color. Now one thing I wanted to mention is when working with neons, I find particularly with the yellows and the greens and sometimes like an orange, it's a good idea to start with a white base. So whether that means you build the nail in like a soft white builder, or you build the nail in your normal clear or opaque pink, and then you just apply a thin layer of white gel polish first, it definitely helps the neon colors to pop and to stand out more and not be so transparent. So now with the Madame Glam, the two that I have, they are not transparent at all, so I didn't need to do that, but I just did it on all of the practice tips that I am using in this video. So I'm going to start with the Daddy's Girl magenta color. I'm almost out of this one, so I'm gonna have to place an order with Madame Glam pretty soon. And like I mentioned in the earlier part of the video, that Madame Glam, like these two that I have here in particular, apply so nice. You definitely can get away with one coat if you apply a really nice single coat. I generally do go back in with a second coat just to make sure. I mean, it's just like painting your walls. You want to make sure and do a second coat just to make sure everything gets covered nicely. But if you're really good at applying, you could probably get away with one coat of this bad boy because it covers so nicely. And then you're going to cure. Now I'm going to apply the pink from JOHENS. And again, this one is highly pigmented, so you could probably get away with one coat if you apply it really nice, but I am going to do two. It's a very, very, very thick consistency, and it does self-level, so you just got to kind of give it a minute to do its thing. And then cure. Now this one is probably my favorite. This is the highlighter yellow. And you will see, because we put that white down, it really, really pops. It's so, so, so bright. And then we're going to move into the gelish, the neon green. And as you can see, it's still fairly transparent, even though we've got the white in the background, so it definitely helps, but it is a very thin transparent, and I would absolutely do two coats for this guy. And finally, we have got the teal one from Madame Glam. And again, this one goes on in a very, very nice single coat. Okay, so now I'm just simply going to go in and apply matte top coat, excuse me, to all of the nails. And again, I'm using the 2M Beauty matte, and it's so nice. I love the consistency of it. I love how matte it is. It's tack free, which is nice. And the other thing that I mentioned in one of my other videos is that it feels nice. Now that might sound kind of weird, but other matte top coats that I've used, they just have a different feeling to them. They almost feel fuzzy if you rub your finger along them, and this one does not feel that way at all. So that was something that kind of stood out to me, because generally I really dislike how the matte top coats feel. Okay, so now that we have our matted nails, I'm going to take some of my white gel polish. I've just put it on a palette. Now, I forgot to mention two of the tools that you're also going to need I just actually hadn't pulled them out. So you're going to need a longer striping brush or a detailing brush, something like this. I just got this one from eBay, but you just want something with longer bristles to create longer lines. And then also a dotting tool, and that's what I'm going to be using to make the leopard print with the gel paint. So first off, just going to move that out of the way. First off, you want to create your square line. So, or your quarter of your square with the lines. Now you don't want this to be super thick or anything like that, because I find, particularly with gel polish, when you are applying it, if you do it too thick, it will really run and sort of all melt together before you cure it. And we need it to stay wet until we add the acrylic. So what I'm going to do is find the area where I want to create my square, and I'm just going to draw my straight line downward, like so, and then across, basically just to create this blocked out square. Now inside that square is where we're going to paint our zebra and our leopard. So I'm going in with my little Crystal Nails Zero Short Brush, and I'm going to use this to create some zebra patterns. So I'm just starting by pushing down, and as you kind of drag and wiggle your brush, you pull it up, and that'll create those little points. Then we're going to go in with our very, very tiny dotting tool, and I'm going to create little C's and like semicolons. You could use a brush for this as well. Actually, generally when I do my leopard print, I do use a brush, but I just wanted to show you guys how you can do it also with a dotting tool. I have a specific brush that I use for leopard. It's an old brush that has become sort of bent at the end. It's a very short bristled brush. So rather than actually dragging the brush like you would when you normally paint something, I actually kind of tap, same sort of method that I'm using with the dotting tool here. Now once you've got your white on the way that you like, I'm actually going to just take it off of my little diamond here because it does get a little bit messy. So then you're going to go into your acrylic powders, and you're going to start sprinkling them in and in a gradient fashion. Now be very sparingly with this because you don't want to waste a bunch of your acrylic, so just grab a little bit at a time and just tap it in. And you want to make sure that it's fully covered. Now I'm trying to go in with every color, so I'm just doing a little tiny bit of each so that I'm able to get every color in there. And move it around if you have to, but be very careful when you do that to not touch the white. And then I'm going to go into the green. And then I'm going into the teal for the last little bit. And what I actually like to do is kind of tap the nail while it's sitting flat, just to kind of make sure everything gets into the white, and then tap it off. And there you end up having your little gradient. And then you're going to cure that. Now you can do whatever shape you want. If you wanted to do an outline of a heart and fill the heart in, or triangles or circles or swirls, whatever you prefer. I'm sticking with the straight lines, so I am going to do some sort of triangular patterns as well, but I'm sticking with straight lines. So on this one, I'm actually going to do a line this way and this way. So basically still a square, but I'm just doing it on a different part of the nail. So now once they have cured, all you have left to do is dust off the remaining acrylic and reveal your neon design.
Well guys, thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it brightened your day, pun intended. And as usual, please click like and subscribe and leave any comments below. Have a great day.